Welcome back to another video on Influential Sports, and this is my NXT Great American Bash predictions. I'm not gonna try to make this too long, but Obafemi versus Yoshiki Inamura. Obafemi should retain. I know some people advocating for Yoshiki Inamura to win, but I don't see it. Like, it's not enough build up for that to really happen. Maybe they do this. Maybe it's more than just one match and they have an actual program, but it's just a few weeks to build up, and then he didn't even he pinned Trick Williams. So the fact that he getting this title shot don't even make sense, because he gave his TNA title shot to Josh Briggs, which was stupid. That's the title shot he should have had. So I'm not too high on this match. I'm not really looking forward to it. And as far as NXT goes, I'm probably not gonna watch it on Saturday. I'm gonna probably watch it that Sunday, since All In come on the same time, and I'm gonna do a watch-along for that. So yeah. But I think Obafemi should retain, because it's not enough build-up for Yoshiki Inamura to win this match. Like, I can get behind him winning if it's an actual program. But him just winning the match, I don't see that being the case. It's going to be a good match, though. Like, no doubt about that. It's definitely going to be a good match. But I don't see a world where Obafemi loses. Like, I'd be very, very shocked if that's the title that changes hands at Great American Bash. But it should be a good match. Moving on, Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame for the Women's North American title. Now that Izzy Dame and Zarya Costa culling the tag team titles, I do see Izzy Dame winning this match and becoming the new Women's North American champion. Like, Sol Ruka had a good reign with it, but I think this would actually be beneficial for the culling. Even like, they weren't able to get tag team gold, but now you got the additional Tatum. Actually, maybe she played. Hopefully, she does play a factor, and then this is how Izzy Dame becomes a champion. Because I don't think, I could be wrong, but we haven't had a heel Women's North American champion. Because we had Kalani for a little bit, then we had, yes, yeah, as now, because Fallon Henley had it too. So now I'm wrong, but it'd be cool to see another heel get the title and see what Izzy Dame could do with it. Because I think Izzy Dame having it could be more beneficial than when Fallon Henley had it with Fatal Influence, because she wasn't really the leader of Fatal Influence. Like, JC Jane is clearly the leader. Like, now with Izzy Dame, even though she's not the quote-unquote leader, the other two people in the group are both tag team guys now. Because Sean Spears, he's a tag team guy now with the other guy, who I forgot his name. Then Tatum Paxton, she's just kind of there, but she could play a crucial role and help Izzy Dame get this win to secure gold. And then it makes the fatal four-way match, that fatal four-way tag team match at Evolution, more unpredictable. And Sol Ruka and Zarya could have a chance of winning tag team gold with Sol not being champion. Because with Sol being champion, if she's still champ by Evolution that next day, I don't see them winning. Because Sol's already a double champion with the speed title, which they've acknowledged. So I don't see them making her a triple champion. Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints is going to be a false count anywhere match for the NXT North American Championship. This is going to be the match of the night. This is going to be a fun match. I'm really looking forward to this. I do think Ethan Page retains. Ricky Saints doesn't need the title back. I think this should be Ricky's last NXT match, and he should get called up. Maybe go to Raw, be in the mid-card division. I think he'd be useful there. But I think it's going to be a fun match. But I don't think he should win, because him winning the title back doesn't do anything for him. And I think that just sets back Ethan Page. So let Ethan Page get this win, retain the NXT North American title. Maybe he loses it to Javon Evans, who does have a match as well. But Ethan Page should retain here. Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace take on Fatal Influence, which is Fallon Henley and JC Jane. I see Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace getting the win, but I see it as a Blake pinning JC Jane, and then they're gonna revisit that, because I think Masha's gonna end up being double champion by Slammiversary on July 20th. So then the way that, and I don't think she's gonna keep the NXT title long. She might keep it for like 2 or 3 months. But I think the end goal is for Blake Monroe to get the title, and for her to be called up by Stand and Deliver next year, because I don't see her getting called up by the end of this year, because there's really nowhere for her to fit in right now. And it's not because she's bad, because Blake Monroe is great, but it's so many moving pieces and stuff, and it's a lot of stuff going on right now where you can't just throw her on the main roster. So that's why I say I'll let Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace get the win, then I'll revisit that because I don't think Jordan Grayson winning at Evolution, well, she shouldn't, because if she can't beat Stephanie Valkyrie, then it's like, why'd you let her beat JC James? I mean, at least if JC James keeps it a little bit, she get to be on a big stage and on TNA as well. So she's already been on Evolution. Then she could potentially be on TNA Slammiversary. Like, I would give that opportunity to JC James and just let it rock. Then Jasper Troy versus Javon Evans. I think Jasper Troy is already, I think he's already doomed. And it's not because, and Javon Evans is a good wrestler, but you went from Obafemi to Yoshiki Inamura to Javon Evans. Like, the height and the guys you face are just increased, and this is really WWE's problem. And Jasper Troy give me the Lock vibes from WWE 2K23, but this is crazy because why would you have him face Obafemi on his debut match, or on the second match on the NXT brand? He should have had a few matches. He should have had like 5 or 6 matches before challenging Obafemi, to where it's like, oh, maybe he can beat him. Because no, realistically, he wasn't beating him on his second ever match in NXT. So then he lost clean, and he forgot to kick out too, which actually helped the finish and made it better in my opinion. But still, like, luckily that didn't hinder him, so he still. But LFG people, he won the LFG thing and he went straight to NXT, but not Evolve. That's quite interesting in my opinion. But I feel like he already doomed, because now you fighting Javon Evans, and he gonna whoop on Javon Evans, which is unfortunate for Javon, but because I do like Javon Evans, so I don't want to see him lose another match, but that's what's just gonna have to happen, because Jasper Troy's still gonna be built like a dominant figure, but he already lost to Obafemi clean. So that's why when he lost to Yoshiki and Amora clean, that's why when they had that #1 contenders match, I was like, he's not winning because he already lost to Oba. So what would justify him getting another shot at Obafemi? Nothing. But I feel like Obafemi being a second ever NXT match, that hurt Jasper Troy. And that might hurt him for a while. Because hopefully he had a good showing versus Javon Evans, but you done lost to Obafemi clean. Like, losing to Obafemi clean, but using to Yoshiki and Amora clean is nasty work. And then what happens with Javon Evans, we don't know. He better win that match. Like, as a Javon Evans fan, gotta put bias aside. Jasper Troy gotta win that match. And then for the contract signing with Joe Hendry, Trick Williams, and Mike Santana, I think it's just gonna end with Joe Hendry standing tall, because I think Mike Santana gonna win that title. Either Trick retains or Mike Santana wins the title to become new champion. But I don't see a world where Joe Hendry ends up getting it back. I mean, it's very possible, but I don't think he necessarily needs it back. Joe Hendry did have a good title reign, a good first title reign, which was about 6 months, but I don't think he needs another one. Not that he's bad, but I just think Mike Santana, he done worked hard, and I think he should have the opportunity to be TNA champion, and they should give him the opportunity to carry TNA on his back and see where it goes. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just pivot and give it to AJ Francis, or if not, then give it back to Joe Hendry then. But these are my predictions for NXT and Great American Bash. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment y'all predictions for this weekend, and let me know what y'all will be watching. If y'all watching Great American Bash or All In. I'll be watching both, but I'll catch All In live, and I'll catch Great American Bash that following afternoon.